Good morning and thanks for your company. I'm Jessica Amir with Bell Direct. Well, the Australian share market is on for a positive day following mostly positive leads from global markets despite the three major indices on Wall Street closing lower. Now, attention today is on three key things. One, inflationary data out for Australia at 11:30. Two, coal's first quarter sales rose 12% with buying mounting in coals. And thirdly, what the Federal Reserve will announce. But let's just touch on overseas markets first. Well, US stocks did see selling overnight, awaiting the U.S Federal Reserve's announcement. The Nasdaq was down the most, 1.4%, with the S&P 500 ending 0.5% lower, while the Dow only closed slightly lower. However, retailers rallied ahead on hopes of the economy there reopening. Coles shares rose 7%. Smaller companies, which tend to be more exposed to economic growth or weakness, also outperformed, which is why we saw the Russell 2000 index gain 1.3%. And in after-hours trade, Google parent Alphabet, their shares rose 7% after reporting stronger than expected revenue of $41 billion, while its EPS disappointed. So all in all, I'd be expecting Google parent shares Alphabet to rally when Wall Street reopens. Also, overnight, European markets marched ahead, helped by the reporting season. They're continuing to unravel. BP shares rose 3% despite weaker than expected profits. UBS shares charged up 7% after announcing quarterly profits rose 40%. Now, touching on commodities, the oil WTI price has continued to fall amid the oversupply glut. It's now at $12.84. Gold has lost a bit of its shine again. It's now $1,720 an ounce, while the Aussie dollar has firmed to a 7-week high. It's now at 64.9 US cents. So in terms of what to watch today on the economic front, Australian price rises for the first quarter will be out at 11:30, also known as CPI. And this is particularly looked at by the RBA in light of their interest rate decisions and how much that they are going to continue to unravel quantitative easing. Now, Australia's largest or second largest retailer, Coles, they reported a 12% rise in quarterly sales to $9.2 billion, fueled by supermarket sales. And interestingly, online sales for Coles grew 14%. Elsewhere, Brickworks, BKW, one of Australia's longest paying dividend companies, was upgraded to a buy by Bell Potter. Now let's look at a trading idea. Well, almond grower Select Harvest, SHV, started exporting shipments to China. And Select Harvest also announced over 70% of 2020's crop has been locked in to sell at a price of between $8 to $8.50 a kilo. Now, all of this de-risks the company's outlook, and SHV has also harvested 97% of its orchids and processed 25%. So what does that mean? Well, Bell Potter's researchers found that it's ahead of its crop forecasts, while the price is a little less than expected. All in all, as water costs are falling, earnings for Select Harvest should rise, and this is why Bell Potter increased its 12-month price target for Select Harvest to $8, and that implies 19% growth. Now, what to watch this evening? Well, the US gets a first quarter economic growth data, which the market is pricing in a fall of 4%. And later today, all eyes will be on the US Federal Reserve's interest rate decision. Not likely to drop rates for now, but we're looking at how much they're going to ease rates in the future and continue to introduce or continue to buy bonds, known as quantitative easing. I'm Jessica Amir from Bell Direct. Happy trading and stay safe.